Oh my God. As soon as I hit play.
The hardest eye roll ever.
You rolled your eyes so hard that made my head hurt. All right. Welcome to another episode of the Quotable Podcast. We're going to do something different. It's not a trivia episode.
No?
It's going to be, well, let's just get into it. And it'll find its own way.
It will.
So
this is my favorite part of every episode.
At the time of recording this, we haven't come up with a title for this episode yet. So we're hoping that it'll kind of just fabricate on its own.
Yeah.
You know, as we're talking through it.
It'll come to you.
You'll find it. So what we wanted to talk about was, and I know we've mentioned it during previous episodes, Dutch has a tendency to mispronounce names.
Oh, yeah.
And words.
Horde.
And so we wanted to kind of talk through that, see like maybe where it came from, if it's done intentionally, because in my experience, you say it with such confidence.
Oh, yeah. No. And then when I'm called out on it, I mean, I could go back and be like, yeah, you were right. No, I come in the next day and I double down.
You double down, he'll triple down sometimes.
But I will sit there and tell people, nope, absolutely not. I think you're the one that's wrong.
All right, now I think you all know the one that you pronounce incorrectly all the time. And
Male or female?
Female.
Okay, yep, nope. I know exactly who you're talking about.
All right,
You're talking about Gal Gadot.
That's the one.
Yep.
That is the one.
It is Gal Gadot.
He will unapologetically call her Gal Gadot.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that wait, hang on, let me check my phone. No, she hasn't called yet.
Oh.
Yeah. I was sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, she's probably going to call and be like, hey, I've been pronouncing it wrong my whole life. And it is Gal Gadot. And be like, I know. It just took me to tell you.
Oh my God. So I had pulled up a YouTube video. I said like how to pronounce her name.
Yes.
I'm just going to say her.
Gal Gadot.
I'm going to say her name. And there is actually a video of her on YouTube. Just a short little clip, like not even 10 seconds, I don't think, where she pronounces her name.
Okay.
And it's Gal Gadot. It is not Gadot.
It's probably her accent. She's probably saying Gadot. But it's just she has such a strong accent, you can't tell.
I am going to see if I can pull this up.
No, dude, we all know that it's her accent. I mean, she's from, where's she from? Israel?
Something like that.
Hebrew? Is Hebrew? I don't think Hebrew is a place. I think that's a religion. A language.
Let's see what this one does.
Israeli actress
Israeli
and producer, the Wonder Woman herself. We are looking at how to pronounce Gal Gadot.
Gadot.
Gal.
See, and he has an accent.
Gal Gadot.
See, but he has an accent, so it's Gal Gadot. If you're an American. Boom. Boom. Point taken. Point one for Dutch.
Now, I guess how I could advocate for that pronunciation would be the pronunciation of the word croissant, because in America, we don't say croissant.
Yeah, no, we don't at all. Not even a little.
There is a funny video that I've seen on Instagram, though.
I've seen it as well. I think you sent it to me.
The guys are just like, would you like a croissant? Yeah. And they get super excited about it.
I think it goes on like 7 more minutes.
At least. At least. It's like, I never thought I could be so entertained by this word.
And I think that's what even proves my point, that it is Gal Gadot.
Now, when it comes to words, I get it. Like inanimate objects.
Yes.
I can see how there could be multiple ways to pronounce things. When it comes to names, I don't know. I'm pretty rigid when it comes to names.
Well, I'm I don't know where my mispronunciation thing came from. I guess maybe just probably a combination of not listening and not caring.
It's a perfect storm.
Yeah. Because, I mean, a lot of times I don't listen. I mean, I hear people. Unless it's something incredibly important, then, like, I'll hear someone. But I also do know for a fact that there are certain times where it's like I've talked to doctors before, and I think I did tell this story on one of our previous episodes about my kid when he was really young. And I mean, maybe I didn't. I can't remember. But if I did, I'm sorry if you're hearing this again. When he was really young, he had these red blotches all over his body. I mean, it didn't seem to bother him in any way. Like, I mean, he didn't itch at him or anything, but, you know, his mom got concerned and was like, oh, well, we need to take him to the doctor. Well, I think she had to work that day, so I ended up taking him to the doctor. So I took him to the doctor, and, you know, the doctor sees him, and I think he had said it was
Rosacea?
Rosacea or Rosiella, something like that.
Something weird.
But I could not remember for the life of me when I got home. So I got home, and his mom came home, and she was asking, she was like, well, what'd the doctor say? And I was like, I think he said he had I was like, it's Rosetta Stone, and he's got a cream prescribed for it. And I mean, but I doubled down like hard that's exactly what the doctor said. And she was like, was it rosacea? And I was like, no, I am 98.34% sure that he said Rosetta Stone. And to this day, I still stand by that.
It's the rash that helps you learn another language.
Yes. He doesn't know any other languages, but obviously the rash cleared up quickly.
It's supposed to help, but without the rash, there's no hope.
Pointless.
Now, another name that stands out to me.
Male or female?
Male.
Are you talking about 1 Timothy Affiliant?
No.
Oh, okay.
That is another good one, though.
Yeah. And I don't care what people say. It's Affiliant. That's exactly how you pronounce it.
Affiliant.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what he says. There's a PH. Of course it's font. Maybe Affiliant.
And
The Timothy Olympian.
yeah, elephant. All right, let me look this one up because I don't even know how it's spelled. Timothy. Yeah, Oliphant.
Affiliant.
Oliphant.
Affiliant.
There's no I in the word though.
The Y is the I.
But it's
Jesus, I have to teach you English?
but it's before the P though. You're pronouncing it after the P.
That's because that's the only thing that makes sense.
Does it?
Yes.
All right. How do you say aluminum?
Aluminum.
It's not aluminium?
No, I'm not British
Well,
and or stupid.
so then how are you saying Oliphant?
Because that's the way it reads.
No, it doesn't even. It doesn't even.
Uh,
All right. So
Please.
this is what I have to deal with, folks. This is the headache that is the Quotable Podcast. All right.
Okay, so what name were you thinking of?
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
And you'll get it right away.
All right.
Lethal Weapon.
Are you talking about Danny Glover?
Yeah.
Well, it's Glover.
It's not Glover?
No.
Why?
Glover. Well, one, because that's how I pronounce it. And that's the only reason.
Is that how he pronounces it, though?
Fuck if I know. I don't know the man.
So, if the individual themselves approach you and say, you're saying my name all wrong, it's the wrong tone.
Then I'll say, sorry, Daniel. Unbelievable.
You're gonna.
But it'll be Daniel Glover after that point.
You mean to tell me you're going to stand there owning a fireworks stand and you don't have no flippy flappies or bang bangs and yellow jackets or anything like that? He's like, no, I just like sparklers and snakes. All right. Are there any other celebrity names that you can think of where somebody has said that you've mispronounced it?
Not off the top of my head, but the one that I do, everyone says that I pronounce it wrong all the time, and I'm like, you guys are freaking idiots. Is Scarlett Johansson. And everyone's like, well, you're saying, or like, I say it Scarlett Stanton. Because in my mind, her and I, like, we're together. We're married. But everyone's like, no, it's not Stanton. And I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots.
Well,
So-
Dutch just revealed something about himself that he shouldn't have.
No, no, I can't honestly. I'm trying to think of, I mean, all the years I know for a fact that I've gotten guys' names wrong and ladies' names wrong.
Now, I, for a brief spat, had my own YouTube channel.
Nice.
I wasn't working. You know, I worked for a company that I hated for about 19 years. And after I quit, I was just trying to dabble in as many different things as possible, just to see what I could do to make income without having like a full-time job, like a 9 to 5. So I worked on some like online marketing stuff, selling like Amazon products using affiliate links and crap like that. And having a YouTube channel was one of my little ventures. So
Okay.
one of the episodes that I put out was about commonly mispronounced words. And so there are some pet peeves of mine. And I think this is kind of where this whole thing stems from, because it's like your unbending nature on the way that you pronounce things, and my OCD where it's like, no, you have to say it the right way. So it's a point of contention, not to the point where it comes to fisticuffs. That would never happen. But there are a few words that stand out for me that I cannot stand people mispronounce. And most of them start with the letter ES, but people pronounce them as if it's EX. Espresso is one of those words. It's espresso. It's not espresso. I don't know where people are getting this espresso from.
Laziness, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, and it's probably it probably stems from me. Like, people have probably heard me mispronounce things all my entire life, and they're like, oh, well, if he can do it, then we'll double down as well.
And it's hard for me to hear somebody pronounce something like that and not correct them. And it's like, yeah, people probably hate me for it, but it's like, you're saying it wrong. Like, I'm trying to help you here. You're going to go to a barista who's probably going to write your name down wrong on your cup
Most likely.
and order mocha chocolate with a double shot of espresso, and they're going to look at you like you have 3 heads. Like, come on, I'm trying to help you out here. So that's one. Especially is another one.
Mm-hmm.
They say especially.
Yep.
Fuck is the matter with you? Idiots. There, and I know there was another one.
I know that when I was younger, so there's a company called OP, surf company.
I know the one.
Yeah. You know what it stands for?
Ocean Pacific.
Yeah, exactly. And I always thought to myself,
Op.
growing up, well, no, what I always thought to myself, I was like, this is so stupid. And this was even after I learned about trademarks. And I'm like, this company's so dumb. The Pacific Ocean can't sue them for stealing its name. Like, that's idiots. All of you.
That ocean is going to sue you for everything you're worth.
Yeah. It's like, God bless it. So, I mean, but that's what I seriously thought. I'm like, why would they call it Ocean Pacific when they could just call it the Pacific Ocean Surf Company?
Yeah.
Like, why do you got to be confusing? Drove me crazy for years.
And it is odd, speaking of like brand names,
Yeah.
how we've kind of minimized certain company names that have been around for years and years and years. So an example is Pacific Sunwear.
Yes.
I would go there all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I would go to the mall, I'd have to stop at Pacific Sunwear and see what kind of clothes they had, what kind of graphic tees, because I was really big into graphic tees back then. board shorts or,
Yeah.
even shoes or sandals. I liked the style. But at some point, they stopped calling it Pacific Sunwear and shortened it to PacSun. It's like, are we that lazy?
I don't like the PacSun. Just
No.
because, well, to me, it just kind of sounds like you're going to like I don't know. I mean, because when I hear PacSun, it's just like, I don't hear Pac Sun, like PACSUN. Like, people are like, oh, I'm going to Paxton. And it's like, I just think of Bill Paxton like right away. I'm like, that's stupid. Like, I will go to the Pacific Sunwear, yes,
Yeah.
all day long. But no, I don't, I'm not a fan of the Pax Sun either.
It's like, how far are we going to go to shorten things so much?
Yeah.
And it's gotten to the point where I can't tell the difference between just a shortened version of a word with like Gen Z slang, for example, or is it an acronym that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Like, you've heard the term bae before, like, oh, that's my bae.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I thought for
You
the
said
longest
bae,
time,
and I was thinking like the beach.
B-A, yeah. So for the longest time, I thought it was like a shortened version of the word babe. Oh, that's my bae. So you just got rid of the B? It's one syllable.
Yeah.
You didn't even shorten it. It's still the same number of syllables.
I can pull out consonants too.
Like freaking idiots. Like, it sounds so stupid, and I was never on board with bae. I'm still not on board with bae because I think it sounds dumb.
Yeah.
But my brother actually informed me that it's an acronym.
Yes.
It's BAE
Yeah.
before anyone else.
Yep.
I'm like, all right, well, all those arguments I got into with myself.
That's what my fiance calls me all the time is bae.
Bae.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't say it to my face, but like she'll, in a text version, I'll get texts from her that are like bae.
Maybe that's just autocorrect.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, she has an iPhone, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
put it past it.
Exactly. Boo.
Well,
I'm sure that a lot of times she's meaning to type, hey, loser.
All right, speaking of acronyms, I had thought about perhaps doing an episode, and before I even go into it, tell me your thoughts, and I'll stop right there, or if you feel like we can just talk through it. My thought was to do a trivia episode where we take existing acronyms and see if we can guess what they actually stand for. Because it's like we've only known them as acronyms, but do we actually know what they stand for? So,
Oh, you'll probably win that one because there's a lot of stuff out there that people put, and I'm like, I don't know what they're saying.
yeah.
So
So if that's an episode that you're interested in doing, I won't elaborate.
I will take a line from Monk
Okay.
and say that's enough for me to LOL out loud.
All right, I'll give you an example, and I won't even say what the answer is because if we want to do this as an episode, we can.
Okay.
ATM. We say ATM. That's what we know it as
Right.
all the time. We never say what it actually stands for. That's just what people know. ATM is where you go and get your money out from
Okay.
your bank.
That's the first thing that popped into my mind.
I'm sure it was.
And I know what it means.
Yes.
So,
Ass to mouth.
well, no, I was thinking the automatic teller machine.
Oh, well,
But-
so you blew it. That is what it is. All right, so we can't use that one in the episode. But, yes, automated teller machine. I don't think a lot of people realize that's what it stands for. And so it kind of bothers me when people say, oh, it's the ATM machine.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's the automated teller machine? So stuff like that. Like, we've just shortened things because we've become so lazy that we use, shortened versions to save time. Even though it doesn't really take that much time to say words. Like, come on.
The going back to actors, I think that there was a long point in time where I thought Jack Nicholson and Jack Nicklaus, the famous golfer,
Oh, they're the same person.
I thought they were the same person
They are.
for like a long time.
For sure.
And I was like, well, he obviously just shortens his name because he doesn't want to be spotted on the golf course from being in movies.
Yeah.
To me, that made more sense than it was two people
That checks
that
out.
were like totally separate.
I mean, you can make money doing both.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Jack wasn't making a lot of movies back then, and he's like, I need something else. But did Jack Nicholson play golf? I don't know if he ever
I
did or
don't think
not.
I've ever seen him playing golf. I mean, he might have done like a celebrity thing one year.
Because I know there are celebrities that do
Yeah.
golf.
I know McConaughey's a huge golfer.
Doesn't Matt Damon golf?
Yeah. I've seen him playing golf.
I thought so.
One that I thought, it's not a name, but me and my fiance, we went out to dinner a few weekends ago or last weekend, and we went to this place called the Full Moon Oyster Bar. It's in downtown, we're in the city where we live, and we went to cross the street, and we crossed the street. We go in. It was a great dining establishment. We had a blast. We were leaving, and we had to cross the street back to get to our car. And I noticed that on the sign, and when I saw it, I was like, this would drive Morgan crazy. Because there was a sign on the post that said press button to cross street with the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
But there was an unnecessary space between the last T in button and the O for on. So it said press butt on.
Oh my
across the
God.
street. And I'm sitting there. And I mean, there's not a bolt right there to where it's like, oh, we can't put the letter there.
Mhm.
There's nothing there. So I mean, when I saw it, I was like, I thought it was hysterical. And I'm sitting there thinking like, I need to take a picture of this. But then the light changed and I was like, oh, we can actually cross the street. But I have every intention of going back and taking a picture of it, because when I saw it, I was like, this would drive you insane.
Oh, for sure. It would
That
piss me
someone
off.
was so lazy. Or to me, I was like, I bet someone did this on purpose.
Just to bother people that have OCD when it comes to certain things. Now, I don't actually have it. It's undiagnosed. I should say that. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned it in any of our episodes at all, but our logo that we use, I designed myself. So graphic design is something that I've dabbled in, and it's something that I kind of enjoy because it's a creative outlet for me.
Yeah.
And I like coming up with things just from my imagination. And I've watched many tutorials, a lot of YouTube videos about graphic design, and when it comes to like lettering specifically. And I never knew this word beforehand, but the spacing in between each letter, that's actually called kerning.
Hmm.
Now, I never knew there was a word for that. And one of the graphic design guys that I follow on YouTube, I think his name is Will Patterson, he talks about kerning a lot because he'll have people submit their logos and he'll critique them if their kerning is off. And I totally agree with him. Like, I can tell. Like, it's something that I pay attention to now. So, yes, that would drive me nuts if I saw that. It's so stupid.
Yeah, no, when I saw it, I mean, I laughed. And then as we were crossing the street, she was like, what are you laughing at? And I was like, you didn't see the sign? I was like, maybe this sign is exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got there, it was, but not as drastic. Like the space wasn't, I mean, you could tell that there was a space there.
Right.
But it wasn't as drastic as the other one across the street.
But that kind of reminds me, and I give these people a lot of respect. The ones that have to paint the roads. So like the ones that paint like the word school or railroad crossing or whatever. And it's like, they have to do it so perfectly.
Yeah.
Because they're not using like a template. So they can't make any mistakes because there's no erasing it.
Yeah.
And so I've watched videos of these people that paint the roads, and it takes a steady hand and just a good hand-eye coordination just in general.
I like the ones that I've come across, and I think I've sent them to you before, where it's like someone's doing something so perfect,
Mm-hmm.
but then at the last moment they deliberately fuck it up.
Oh yeah.
I love those videos because I mean, I just find them hysterical. Just because of the fact that it's like, don't take it too seriously. But and I know every single time I see it, I was like, this is gonna kill him. Like I know, and I mean, I'm sure that I've even thought to myself, he's probably gonna lose a little bit of respect for me because of this.
Now, I have seen similar videos where it's like it's a collaboration of videos that would drive people that have OCD. It would drive them insane. And so it'll have things like you have a square sandwich,
Yeah.
you know, with just standard like white or wheat bread, whatever. And instead of cutting it perfectly in half, it'll be like off to one side. Somebody will take a piece of pizza and then they'll eat it like crust first.
Yeah.
You know, things like that.
Yeah.
Just doing things that completely go against the norm. I think another one was like somebody picked up a burrito and instead of biting the end of it, they'll bite it right in the middle.
Yeah.
But things like that I know are like intentionally done to get under people's skin, I actually find those hilarious.
I thought the one, because you were talking about painting the roads,
Mm-hmm.
there was
roads.
one, roads. There was one that I saw where the street guy that does the yellow line to
Mhm.
mark the lane
Yeah.
on the edge was going and going and going. And I guess someone had their car parked. So he went around the car. So the paint goes around the car.
I think I saw that one. Now-
I mean, just sitting there thinking to myself, like, God, that's just laziness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, I was kind of pissed off about that. I thought it was funny. But I mean, still, it's like, for the love, like, come on.
Like, how long is it going to be like that now?
Yeah, forever until they do something about it. But now, when they do something about it, they're going to go back and paint the yellow line that is out of there with a black paint that's going to be blacker than the asphalt, so it's not going to match.
So you're still going to see
Yeah,
it.
it's still going to be seen.
Even if they try to correct it later on.
Can think of all the accidents. Someone coming and being like, oh no.
I thought there was something there.
God bless it. I didn't know the road did this. Just in this one section that's 5 feet long. It's weird.
They could have hung a sign.
My God.
A sign that says,
Idiot painted road just ahead.
watch out for the butt on. Shit. I can't think of any other names that I've heard you mispronounce. There is a word that you say incorrectly, and I don't think you realize you're doing it.
No, I probably do realize I'm doing it. I don't know what word though, because I pronounce so many wrong.
All right. I'm going to ask you a question that's going to lead to you saying this word.
Okay.
What do you call how tall somebody is?
Their height?
What? So now you said it correct. You said it correctly now. Normally,
Yeah.
when you say it, you say height. I'm like, what? There's no TH. And
Well, it all
maybe
depends
so,
on how. Well, that all. I mean,
but it is height. So you
Yeah.
I find it weird that you said it the right way now. This is the first time I've heard you say it like that.
I think I don't realize that I've ever said the word height
Because you've
around you.
you've been saying it unconsciously.
Yeah, I must have been unconscious when I said it.
That's so weird.
I'll tell you the one that actually no, I just thought of another actress, and I mean I don't say her name wrong anymore because I really don't care about her that much. But Katherine Heigl,
Mm-hmm.
I used to call her Katherine Higgle
I think everybody did.
because I was just like, man, she is amazingly beautiful. But then I think after a while she just kind of disappeared or something happened to her, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't care enough. But yeah, no, I mean for easily a decade, I called her Katherine Higgle.
I called her Hegel, just because I didn't know any better and I didn't do any research to find out otherwise.
Yeah.
But another actress that I can think of that I still don't know if I'm saying it correctly is I think it's actually pronounced Isla Fisher, but it's spelled like Isla.
I say
Fisher?
Isla Fisher.
And that's how I always have pronounced it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not.
Yeah, neither do I, and I don't much care either.
And there are times where I'll actually look up somebody's name because I don't know for a fact if I'm saying it correctly or not. And what I'll typically do is try to find an interview, like an interview with this specific
like
person.
Letterman or something.
Right, because usually at the beginning, it'll be them announcing them to come out on stage.
Right.
So I get to hear their name.
Yeah.
And that's normally a good indication. You know, granted, he could be saying it wrong.
Yeah. I mean, but I imagine that the actor or actress would probably come out and be like, it's actually pronounced like this. But
You idiot. I award you no points.
Yeah.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
We're all dumber after listening to this.
Well, a simple no would have sufficed, but
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't think of anything else offhand. And it took me forever to think of Higgle's name because, I mean, I could see her face, but I'm like, man, I know she was in Under Siege 2. I was like, I think she did a movie with Ashton Kutcher. I was like, I'm not sure though. And then but then it finally clicked. I was like, oh yeah. And I knew her first name was Catherine, but I couldn't remember her last name.
yeah, maybe we will come up with like a list of commonly mispronounced celebrity names. I mean, that could be a good like short episode. Or maybe
Yeah.
we could even put it out as a video like on our IG.
Yeah,
or
that
something.
and I mean it we'll get it at the height of our
The height of our career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right at the peak.
You mean PIAC? Well, honestly, I didn't think I was going to enjoy this episode as much as I did, but this is actually pretty fun. Not going to lie.
Yeah. It's fun mispronouncing stuff on purpose.
Yes. I don't
Just
try
like,
to do it. If
well-
I do it, it's typically not on purpose.
Well, we'll put up a video soon about the things that I like to do wrong. And I do them wrong, and then I like to point out that I never learned how to do these things. It's like it's just my one weakness in life. I could never like winking. Like I could never wink. I just never could.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's from Central Intelligence.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, when he was talking about it, he was like, "Oh, well, get me." He was like, "Just make a bird noise," and he was like, "I can't make bird noises." He was like, "Cock-a-doodle-doo," and he's like, "He's like, that's my one weakness. I can't make bird noises. Never could."
Was that when they were on the helicopter?
No, it was when he was going down into the subway station or whatever.
That's right.
The lower parking
That's
deck.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But
That
it's
was a
funny
good
because like my fiance, she honestly believes that I don't know how to wink because when I wink, I always do it incredibly overacted.
Like slow and deliberate and
Well-
like it's almost painful.
Well, it's funny because it's slow, it's deliberate, cunning, but I also close both eyes when I do it. And it drives her crazy.
So you're just blinking.
But I know how to wink.
So you gave her a body shake. Is what- Now, speaking of winking, there is and we haven't done this movie yet, but I'm looking forward to doing this movie. It's one of the newer Ghostbuster movies where
Yeah.
the daughter,
Yeah.
she's kind of socially awkward,
Yes.
and she likes to tell these random like math related jokes. Not always math related, but she did have like one math related joke that she
Yeah.
told to Paul Rudd. And after doing her joke, she does the slow wink.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, he asked her, like, was that like a geometry joke or something? He's like, she says something about, yeah, I was being obtuse.
Yeah.
And then she does the wink. But the way that she does it is similar to like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was with just one eye, but it was just so
Yeah.
slow and like,
Yeah. I mean,
Get
whenever,
it?
yeah, like whenever I wink, I mean, I always want it to be, I mean, I do it for comedic effect.
I don't,
So,
and that's something I don't think I've ever really been able to do naturally. Just pull off a wink. Like,
you just did it.
I did it,
Damn.
but I mean, I'm talking to
that.
you.
Point
so
taken.
I don't have anything to prove. All right. I guess on that note, we'll go ahead and close this one out.
All right.
So go ahead and cringe, everybody. There it is. There it is. You like that? You like that? Hey, let me give you another wink. Maybe it'll ease the tension, baby.
It doesn't.
Ease the tension.
God, I hate this song.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one as much as we did. Oh, and before I forget, we did check our stats, and we no longer have just 2 listeners. We actually have 50 subscribers on Spotify.
That is
So
awesome.
I want to thank everybody who's
Yes.
followed us this whole time. We definitely appreciate it. We'd love to hear from you. If you listen on Spotify, please add comments. Please add questions if there's anything you want to know. We'd love to be able to give you a shout out. And
Yes.
don't forget to follow us on Instagram if you don't do that already at The Quotable Podcast, and on X at The Quotable Podcast, but the O's are zeros.
Bless it.
So excited.
Swear. I rolled so hard I threw something out in my lower back.
Oh, God. All right, guys. Well, until next time.
Quotable Podcast
Out.
out. Oh, Phillyant.